The Cowherd and the Weaver. Long, long ago, there was a young cowherd called Niulang. His father and mother had died, and at first he lived with his older brother and his wife, but they treated Niulang with great cruelty and soon left him on his own, with only an old ox for a companion. Niulang's life was not easy, but he worked hard and he was kind to others, so he was happy and respected by all who knew him. One day, the old ox spoke to Niulang. "Tomorrow, some divine maidens will come and bathe in the river. You should go there. Take the red clothes that you find lying on the riverbank." Niulang was surprised, but he trusted in the old ox and heeded his words. So the next day he went down to the riverside, and he beheld 7 beautiful maidens playing in the water with their clothes lying on the riverbank. Moving quietly, Niulang spotted a red garment and took it. Then he waited and hid. When the 7 maidens were done bathing, they returned to the shore to dress, for they were the daughters of the Jade Emperor, king of all the heavens, and they could not return to their home in the sky without being properly dressed. But the 7th sister, Zhinü, the weaver, could not find her clothes, and so she could not ascend with her sisters. She became very flustered and did not know what she would do. So the cowherd came out and returned her clothes. Their eyes met, and it was love at first sight. Niulang was overwhelmed by the weaver girl's beauty, and Zhinü was impressed by the cowherd's kindness. Their love deepened. Niulang learned that she was the greatest weaver in all the heavens, and that she had woven robes for her father, the Sky King, out of the very clouds. Zhinü saw that he was a hard worker who lived a simple but very happy life, and she decided not to return to the heavens. Zhinü and Niulang were married, and they were very, very happy together. Niulang worked in the fields, caring for his herds, and Zhinü wove fine cloth. Their home was blessed with the happy laughter of children. But the Jade Emperor and the Queen Mother found out about everything that had happened. The queen was furious because her daughter was a princess, daughter of the Jade Emperor himself, and it was not fitting that she, the weaver of the heavens, should be married to a mortal who spent his days trotting about the earth with a bunch of cows. And so the Queen Mother came down to earth when Niulang was away in the fields, took hold of her daughter, and forced her to return to the heavens. Niulang returned home to find his children weeping. His heart nearly broke when he realized that his beloved wife had been taken away. At that moment, the old ox came to his side and spoke once again. "I will die soon. When I am gone, use my hide and make a coat. This will help you reunite your family." Soon after, the old ox did die. Niulang was very sad to lose his loyal friend, but as trusting in the wise old ox had helped him before, he once again did as he was told. He made a coat of the ox hide and wrapped it around him. Then he quickly took hold of his children, for he had begun to rise into the air. Swiftly, Niulang flew upward, drawing close to the stars, until at last he saw, at a distance, his beloved wife, Zhinü. The weaver called out to her husband and children, who stretched their arms out in hopes of being together once again. But before they could touch, the Queen Mother saw it all. In a flash, she pulled a hairpin from her head and slashed a great gorge in the sky. A wide river flowed into it, milky white and far too deep for either Zhinü or Niulang to cross it. Once again, the family was divided, and Zhinü and Niulang wept. To the great surprise of the Jade Emperor and the Queen Mother, neither their daughter nor her husband moved from the banks of the great river in the sky. They stood looking at one another, bound by their unbreakable love. And so, the King and Queen of Heaven decided that each year, on the 7th day of the 7th month, their 7th daughter could be reunited with her cowherd husband. And so, on this day, all the magpies of heaven fly up to the great river in the sky and form a bridge so that Niulang and Zhinü can be together. On this day, the love between them is so great that even mortals down on earth can feel it, and they have named this day Qixi. And when couples are as deeply in love as the weaver and the cowherd, they are called Niulang Zhinü. If it ever rains on this day, it is said that these are the tears shed by the lovers, because they know they must separate in the end.